So that's camera speeding, sound speeding, whenever you're ready. Oh, sorry, clap if you could.
You alluded to spending time in the hospital growing up. I'd love to know just what that journey was like, being in that space, being disconnected from your friends, the feeling of being completely in that environment, maybe feeling alone. But then on the other side of that, what kept you going? What kept you strong in those moments to not give in to that and come out the other side, such a strong person?
Yeah, I definitely felt a sense of separation from my friends and loved ones, even my family. I felt like no one could really understand what it was like to have my problem with epilepsy. There were a bunch of times where the shock of waking up in a hospital room, there were times where I would fall asleep and then the next level of consciousness isn't in my bed, but it's on the floor seizing. Or I'm in the ER driving, like getting ridden there, and then just everything in my head seems dull, like static, and I'm just dismissing everybody else, and I'm just so in the present moment that I can't think of anybody else, whether it's my migraine, my heart rate, or I bite my tongue sometimes, the physical injuries are there, but just feeling like this sense of I'm in this pit, I'm in this situation that I didn't do anything to deserve. It's literally a battle between my body and my body at the same time, because I feel like that's not my real self when I'm having those seizures and episodes. There are times when I'm in the hospital room and I'm just like, why am I here? You know, I hate being in hospital rooms. Reminds me of prison. I'm in there, I'm not in control of what I can do, waking up with an IV in my arm, thinking I just want to take this out. There's a procedure I went through that I had to stay in the hospital for 5 days straight. And what they did is called an EEG, in which they made me have seizures. They put brain probes onto my head and deprived me of sleep, of food. I was only able to sleep for 4 hours a day for 5 days straight. And they made me have seizures. They would put flashing lights in my eyes, just pretty much making me go through something that I hated experiencing the most. And in my head, I was like, how can I even relay what it feels like to go through this to anybody if I feel like they can't understand me? A lot of times, I wasn't even able to express how I felt. I wasn't even able to say the word seizure at first. And so I was like, how can I address something that I don't even want to address? And if I even do address it, what type of reinforcement am I going to get? Because I'm a very efficient person. If I open up to you about a problem, it's for the purpose of finding a solution, even if it's just a different perspective. But the only thing I was met with was sympathy. Oh, that sucks. That's so bad. I hope you're doing okay. But me, I'm a very logical person. I'm like, this is a problem and I want it fixed. What can I do? But then it takes into account those factors you can't control. But when that factor is yourself, in a literal sense, my brain loses control of it, where does the sense of accountability come in? You know, as an adolescent, I was trying to figure out why I'm going through this. What is it that I'm deserving? I called to God to ask why, I called to myself, I called to my friends and family, and I just wasn't met with an immediate answer. And so I found the answer within myself. So what is it like to go through these moments? It's very humbling. There are humbling moments that I didn't ask for, but I found purpose in it. Either through that or creating my own purpose. And what it is like for me now is completely different from what it was like when I was younger. I couldn't even talk about it back then. Now I can't wait to talk about it because I find out the lessons that you learn and experiences that are unique to you can be translated and receptible to other people as well. So I take the lessons I've learned with epilepsy, the experiences that were not fun, not at all, very depressing moments I've been in, to where I was literally brought to tears and saying, why is my life like this? And that's when I found the answer later down the road in my adult life is to help other people with their problems.
Beautiful.
That's good.
That was perfect timing, too. That was perfect timing.